What's up, boys? Week 9 in the books. And I kind of was hoping by week 9 I could say this was Separation Sunday, but it's all we're all bunched together.
It's a big clusterfuck.
It is a giant clusterfuck. Everyone and their grandmother's 5-4.
Yep.
We have 3 people that are 6-3. And honestly, the bottom 3 teams, we're me and you down there, Biggs, baby. We got it. We still have a chance.
There's still 5 weeks left.
Like, I am dumb and dumbering this shit all till I'm just statistically eliminated out of this.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah. And you're going to be doing that until there isn't a chance anymore.
I'll probably still just try and figure out some way that, in some alternate universe, I could probably make it,
You know what we need to pitch to the Sleeper app? Is we need to pitch the percentage of making the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Like having a percentage that's continuously on like the standings.
Yeah.
Of like percentage to make the playoffs. I think that would be really interesting.
Good. Yeah, that would be nice. I would like that. See, this is where I get to the point where I just want to start like ruining people's fantasy years by like just coming out of nowhere and them thinking I'm an easy win, and then I end up beating them. And then I beat somebody and knock them out of the playoff race. See, that's what gets me going now. So I'm miserable. I want to bring everyone else down to my misery. So because misery loves company. I mean, it's a saying. It's a saying that people have been saying it for years.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah, exactly. I think there was a song about it or something or a song called it. Something like that. But yeah, so if I'm going to be miserable, I'm bringing as many people down as I can. That's just the way I am in fantasy. I'm about to see $3,000 get $2,400 just leave my account. So no, I'm not exactly happy about it, and I want other people to not be happy about it too. So yeah. Anyways, let's do the NFL recap real quick.
Okay.
NFL recap. Saints versus Bears. I'm calling that a tie. I'm not gonna say anything about us winning because Bears are one of the worst teams in the league, and they had 5 turnovers, and we barely beat them by a touchdown.
We're fine.
We still won. A win's a win. Anyways, Steelers versus Titans. Congratulations, Steelers fans. Y'all might be the most frisky team out there. Like, if y'all just figure out something on offense, your defense is good enough to. Or let me say this: T.J. Watt is good enough to just carry you through. Vikings Falcons suck at Bigs. Falcons suck. We all knew that. Somebody's got to win the NFC South though. Browns Cardinals. Browns might have like a close to a historic defense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They are fire. I love watching their defense. So congratulations, Huff. Packers Rams. 2 shitty teams. Good job. Congratulations, Jerv. Again, never apologize for a W. We're not going to. You shouldn't either. Mm-hmm. Commanders Patriots. Suck it, Luke. Patriots are ass.
You're straight ass.
The only silver lining in that game is that you're probably going to get a better draft pick because of that. That's it. Anyways, there you go. That's our NFL recap. The Lions had a bye. I think this was a good bye for the Lions. Not like
goodbye, but
not as in see ya, but a good beneficial bye.
Definitely a good bye week.
Yep.
Because you want to kind of get through most of the season before you get that bye.
Yep. All right. Let's get to the matchups. This was a lot of teams had bye weeks, and what I mean by bye weeks is they had 3 or more people on bye at the same time. And I'm not talking just like your bench players on bye. I'm talking like actual like 2 or 3 guys that are, just kind of detrimental to your lineup. Like that, like them not being in is detrimental. Like you really need them in the lineup to win. The first matchup is not that. Actually, no, it is. It is. I'm sorry. But Bobby won the bye week.
Bobby won the bye week.
Wrecking Havoc versus Detroit the Goat Lions. This was a bye week for Bobby. Look, he had a ton of people. He had Justin Fields out, Travis Etienne, Josh Reynolds, Cortland Sutton, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. All on buys.
Fields being out might have actually been the biggest blessing in disguise.
The biggest blessing for Bobby. And he was out there bragging like, "Oh, I started C.J. Stroud, bitch, shut up! You only started him because you had no other option."
Those teens scoring points that C.J. Stroud had leading up into this 51 burger, basically would have had you second guessing in those 20 burgers and 30 burgers that Justin Fields has. If he was available, I guarantee you those would have been looking good to start him.
That he would have been riding his bench. And guess what? You know what? I mean, I still would have lost, but
that's fantasy.
That's fantasy. It is. It is. See, so I just, whenever I saw Bobby bragging about it, I was just like
Bobby, really?
Bobby,
come on.
Come on. I love you, dude, but come on. So yeah, good start. Good. You know, again, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Let's see. My team sucks. Nothing new there. Lamar Jackson. I don't know how the Ravens won by so fucking much, and Lamar just did none of it.
No, absolutely none.
I wasn't even keeping up with it, and I saw the final score of the Ravens game, and I was like, dude, Lamar's got to have like 75 points.
He probably 8.
Yeah. No, he didn't even get 12. I don't understand that. I don't get it. But
2-game win rally came to an end.
Yeah. The good news is the number one team in the league is 6-3.
Yep.
And like
so if he loses the rest of his game,
Bobby's one of them.
Yeah, if he loses the rest of his games, you're right up there with him.
I'm right up there. He has 8 losses.
Yeah.
So, but like I'm not counting on one of the 6-3 teams too. I'm counting on one of the 5-4 teams. So like again, this is it's weird, but I'm still in the playoff run. Like it's weird to say that. Bobby's looking nice in the standings. This was again a good bye week win.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud obviously being the biggest proponent of that. Bold move. I guess it wasn't really that bold. It was kind of he had to start 2 tight ends.
Yeah, he had to do a 12 personnel format.
He did.
Formation.
This was a 12. You're right. It worked out. Ferguson had a nice game. I think he will continue to have nice games moving forward. I would put Ferguson in over Pitts. If I'm just being honest.
I think the same way. I think he's going to be the same product of Dalton Schultz that Dalton Schultz was with the Cowboys last year. Mm-hmm. He excelled whenever Dalton Schultz was hurt last year. I had a feeling he was going to be good. I picked him up in another league. Or I drafted him in another league because I did my typical just wait for a tight end type of move.
Right.
But
yeah. You know, that's classic Joe.
Classic Joe.
But DeAndre Hopkins, he had a little bit of an off week. I think he's going to get better. I think moving forward, Bobby actually has a pretty good team and can definitely make the playoffs and do some damage in the playoffs. I think so. I really do think he can.
The only thing I'm worried about, Zach Moss is probably done.
I think so.
I think he's done.
I mean, he does have ETN, and Gus Edwards is the guy in Baltimore. Yeah. So, like, as far as that goes, yes, you're right. Moss is probably done,
and that makes me very happy.
Because you have,
because I traded Zach Moss.
Oh, nice, good.
But I will say he squeezed out way more good performances than I thought he would. So.
Kudos to
maybe Bobby won. Yeah, because Damian Pierce has been shit. So he still won.
Okay. Yeah.
It still makes me happy.
Yeah. It makes you feel a little bit better.
It makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because that's actually what I was trying to call, that at a certain point Jonathan Taylor was gonna take over.
Right. Yeah, so good job, Bobby. I mean, I'm wrecking havoc. Came in like a wrecking ball.
You always know the people that are really frustrated with their teams is because they'll start changing it to just, ridiculous or depressing things.
Yes. Mine, I like to consider mine ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Biggs on the other hand, we'll get to that.
We'll get to Biggs. I had some people giving me shit in the group chat about my name. Well, nothing. People giving me shit's nothing new, but give me shit about my name. I know I spelled it wrong. I wanted it to be like a wrecking ball, or spelled like wrecking ball, so I can put Miley Cyrus up there. Because I've been looking at Luther and I's matchup, and every time I look at Luther's team,
you get horny.
I get horny. So I wanted to throw some Miley Cyrus up in there.
Just make it a horny league.
This is going to be the matchup of the hornies.
This is going to be
who's the horniest.
Yeah.
Whoever's the horniest is going to win our matchup. But anyways, yeah. So you got anything else on this matchup?
That's it.
Let's see. What? I was going to go on a rant about my trade, but I'm not going to. Let's see. Wrecking Havoc loses to Detroit, the Goat Lions, 72.08 to 132.20. Next game, you haven't seen Crazy XD versus Magnus Carlsen. First off, I want to do my normal weekly fuck you, Huff.
Okay.
Fuck you, Huff. Okay, there we go. Got that out of the way. I'm glad you had the Amari Cooper
on the bench.
On the bench. I'm glad you had him on your bench and you didn't get high point winner. I'm glad.
Well, it doesn't matter whenever the other team gives you a free win.
Yeah, but no, I didn't want him to get high point winner.
Yeah, but no kicker, bye.
I'm gonna get to Chris because this is pissing me the fuck off.
Okay, let's get to Chris.
Because what the fuck are you doing, dude? This is annoying. I thought you were just you were trying to big brain things by not getting rid of your defense and maybe I don't know what you were fucking doing. Now you're just pissing me off.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're just pissing me off. You're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to be whatever, the model fantasy player, which
the
commish, yes. Which I don't know the model fantasy player.
Yeah, if we're designating our commissioner, I don't know if Chris was the right idea.
No, but he's been a good commissioner, though. He's been a good commissioner. It's been nice. This one just kind of pissed me off a little bit. I get it. You didn't want to get rid of any of your tight ends, but I mean. I guess it wasn't anybody he really wanted to drop. I don't know what his deal was here.
Will Levis, LOL.
Yeah, I think that was his rationale, is he didn't want to drop any of his players, any of his guys. I think Pickens is done. I have him in another league, and I'm pretty frustrated with him, if I'm being fucking honest.
I don't understand the Rashad White bench, but I guess that's to keep Bijan Robinson, and I guess that doesn't make.
Well, I think he thought Pickens was going to be a lot better. Obviously, hindsight's 2020. Mike Evans should have been in the wide receiver 2 slot, and White should have been in the flex.
Yeah, I get the tight end situation. That's, you don't want to drop somebody, but come on, man. What are you, boycotting kickers?
I think so. He didn't want to drop Goff. He didn't want to drop McLaughlin, Kittle. I guess you could have dropped Jamison Williams.
Yeah, you probably could have dropped him.
Yeah, he hasn't really done shit this year.
No.
You could have dropped Jamison Williams. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm sure Chris has reasons for what he did.
It's not like it really would have mattered that much.
It's just frustrating. I don't know, dude. Zero on. Well, I guess he was gonna put Pickens in there anyways. Yeah, I guess the tight end and a kicker wasn't gonna do anything. So I guess I'm not as mad anymore. But it was just when I saw that, my first knee jerk reaction was just all right, now he's just being a fucking dick.
Mm-hmm.
Because this isn't the first time he's done this year.
No, it isn't.
Boycotting kickers, we get it. You don't like kickers. Get it. I fucking understand.
Well, then just waste $200 over it.
Yeah. So Huff, good job playing the Packers defense against the Rams. He's playing the matchup game, I believe, with his defense. His team's just good. He's just really good, and this was on a Tyreek Hill off week too.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs definitely is a good projection for the end of the season now that Antonio Pierce has got that team rejuvenated.
Yeah, that entire Raiders team is just completely different now.
Yeah.
It's nice. I think I even think that maybe Luther should reconsider Devontae Adams, even though I know it's going to be tough. But yeah, I think there might be just new life in that team. We'll see. Darrell Henderson, the fucking Rams suck. It's what it is. What it is. They suck. AJ Brown's still doing his thing. Fuck him.
Hurts is going to be interesting to watch from here because he got a little banged up.
He did get banged up
in that Cowboys
and you
game.
can tell he was playing banged up.
Yeah, I mean tough guy.
Mm-hmm.
Tough guy, but banged up.
One last thing I have on this. How cool of a name is Magnus Carlsen?
I mean, yeah, he's got the best team. He's got the best name now. What doesn't Huff have? Can we get another fuck you, Huff?
He doesn't have. He doesn't have. What doesn't he have? He doesn't have good eyesight. He wears glasses because he doesn't have good eyesight.
He's got terrible eyesight.
He's got bad eyesight.
Bad eyesight.
Whew, got something there. All right, cool. He's got bad eyesight. Good deal. We got, and both of us, we have 20/20. 20/20 vision. Yeah, that's it. Magnus Carlsen is an awesome name. I think that would be a better like hockey name. You know?
Yeah, I can see that.
It's cool. He's a chess player, and like he's the greatest chess player. Like that just makes it even better. But I feel like it should be a hockey name.
I think so.
Magnus Carlsen.
Yeah,
that would be a cool hockey name. But
was it awesome slap shot?
Oh yeah, that would be sick.
They call it Magnum.
Magnum.
The Magnum shot.
Magnum shot. Cool. That would be awesome. You got anything else?
That's it for this matchup.
You haven't seen Crazy XD versus loses to Magnus Carlsen 53.38 to 121.68. That is not the lowest. Our boy Matt Wilson still holds the lowest. But up to the next one. Bruise Brothers versus Boardman.
Can we start off by the name? Name change?
I know. Well, we had this name change last week too.
Yeah, I was out of here. I was out of this.
Oh
last week.
yeah. I racked my brain. I racked them. Oh, that's right. You were gone last week.
Boardman.
Yeah, I racked my brain. It hurt. I think he's doing it on purpose.
I think he's like a kid that just figured out how that rhymes exist, and now he's just like trying to do it with anything.
Oh yeah, or like what are those words like hail? Like you're hailing somebody, and then hail like the snowy shit that comes out of the sky. You know, they both sound the exact same, but they have two different meanings and two different spellings. Maybe he's just learning about that in phonics.
Okay. Phonics.
I don't know. He's been. I think he does this on purpose to fuck with us.
Yeah. Yep.
Because we have to say it. Boardman. Let's see. I'm starting to feel bad for Connor. I think I kind of. I think I went a little hard on him. It was a little too harsh.
It was too harsh.
It was pissing me off because he was doing so well in his first year in the league. He had the beginner's luck and shit, and I was just like, it aggravated me. It did. Now I feel bad.
It sent him on a 2-game skid.
Yeah, he is. I mean, all right, this was his bye week, so if you're gonna lose one, lose your bye week.
It was a tough bye week. That's what I got mentioned down to.
Yeah. It was a tough bye week. He lost that one. I'm gonna say this: if good old Breece Hall hadn't came through for Jervy Boy, that Tank Dell 26.6 sitting on the bench would have stung. That would have eaten me up inside if I was him.
But, and that's kind of the reason why I got rid of Tank Dell, was because I feel like that's kind of going to be his style. Remember the Hills and Valleys with Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
I just have a feeling that that's going to be the same situation.
I don't know. This past game might have sparked something in C.J. Stroud's brain hole, and I don't know. He might be going off now, but we'll see. We'll see.
But who's going to be the recipient of it? Nico Collins, Noah Brown, and Tank Dell, or Dalton Schultz? Dalton Schultz had a lot of those carries catches too.
He did. So I guess you're right. I guess they're like low key like fire right now. Let's see. Fournette should be back. Dude, I told you, drop Cam Akers. Just get rid of Cam Akers. He's done. He's been done. He was done before he went to the IR. Fuck him. Fournette should be getting in. I think he's going to be playing. He was on the practice squad last week. I think they moved him up this week. I believe. Don't quote me on that one, but I believe they moved him up. He won with Tua having a an off week. He must have been like sweating watching Breece Hall.
Yes,
because like the Jets sucked.
His team was really just no one was special on his team the entire week. I mean, it was just all average scores.
That's true.
And Tua didn't do actually very great, but all he needed was Breece Hall get himself like 5 points or something like that, and that's what he did.
Yep. I think Jamar Chase will see a decrease in targets. with Burrow doing a fantastic job spreading the ball out. Now he's got his rhythm. He's doing Joe Burrow things. I think he's gonna. I'm saying Jamar Chase is probably gonna have 8 to 10 targets a game, but he won't see a 15 to 20 target game anymore.
He'll have his games.
Yes,
he's gonna have those games that have to warrant him to start every single week. But like you said, now that Joe Burrow's healthy and he's actually running through the offense, and he's going to spread the ball.
Yeah, right? I agree. Oh shit, I'm fucking tired, man. Let's see. Oh, he's got the Jervy Boy's got the Lions defense coming back from bye, and yeah, Connor's basically got the important part of his entire team coming back, so he's fine. I just felt bad. I felt a little bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you got anything else on this one?
That's about it.
All right, Bruise Brothers loses to Boardman. 81.02 to 84.42.
Let's get to college porn HD. This is a little bit of an inside joke, but I keep getting horny seeing every time I look at Luther's matchup
with Riley Reid.
It's just a little weird because I went through a Riley Reid phase. I did.
I think everybody did.
Yeah, I think everybody did too. Yeah.
And yeah, so it's just All right, let's get to this matchup because this Monday night was the most unexpected turnout, and obviously not from your viewpoint, but from ours, it was electric.
Yeah,
it was
a
electric.
good matchup.
Nobody gave you any I wrote you off. You didn't write back, but I wrote you off because Eckler versus Herbert, and Eckler needed. Let's see. Yeah, he needed
23 more points than you, and. Yeah, he had you by 23 points, and you needed Eckler to score 23 more points than Justin Herbert. And you almost got it.
I almost pulled it off.
You almost pulled it off. That was fucking wild, dude. It was insane. I was like, dude, because I figured this would be like a given for Luther because anything Austin Eckler got, most of the stuff, like all the catches Austin Eckler would get, all the receiving touchdowns he would get would benefit Herbert too.
Yeah, so there's really not many scenarios where the quarterback just completely bombs where in the running back is able to overtake. What was it? Yeah, that 20-point deficit.
20 points. He almost covered the 23-point deficit.
That was wild. I could not believe my eyes. Also, we got to talk about this tight end matchup. This tight end matchup was one for the ages, man.
Pretty freaking crazy.
Cole Kmet with 20.5 and then Taysom Hill with
20.62. Kudos to you on that Taysom Hill start, by the way.
Yeah.
They're utilizing him a lot more in New Orleans.
Well, they're noticing that's essentially that's their offense right now. That's a main focus of any part of running game. He was the lead runner this week. He has to get some of the carries. And then they're involving him in the passing and the catching.
Yep.
And if they're going to keep him as a tight end option, I'm going to play him there.
Honestly, this doesn't matter really, but y'all had player to player matchups besides the
fucking Gabe Davis.
Besides Nico Collins and Gabe Davis, everything in the quarterbacks, everything was so tight. Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler, the fucking defenses, the kickers, just the tight ends, the wide receiver too. They were all stupid close.
Yeah.
It was actually a really nice matchup. And then you got Dak Prescott, which ride Dak.
Hey, he might not win big games, but hey, he's going to put up some fantasy points. He'll be my Blaine Gabbert.
Yep. As far as overall goes, this was a huge win for Luth.
Yep.
Big. You'd much rather be 5-4 than 4-5 right now. Much rather.
Yeah.
This was one you could kind of afford to lose, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. As much as I want to throw all of my frustration out on Gabe Davis, his fucking 0 points, because every time he's had a good week, it's always been on my bench, and then every time I've started him, he's been an absolute dud.
That sounds terrible.
But really, what kind of happened was I just got unfortunate with injuries. So Joshua Downs, his first catch, he went down and with an injury. He was out the rest of the game. And then the fucking kicker. So Houston scores 39 points, and he doesn't even score most of his points that he could have. because he went out with an injury.
Yeah, he had a 50-plus yard field goal.
How does the kicker get fucking hurt?
I don't know.
Yeah, this might have been the most unlucky week for somebody. And you still almost pulled it off, which is pretty fucking impressive. I don't have any worry about you going down the stretch. I think you have a very solid team. I think you have a playoff team for sure. And I think you possibly could make a deep run. There's a couple of teams that are definitely better. But if you catch fire in the right time, man, and all your guys click, like you can definitely make some moves and make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. Eckler, as long as he keeps playing like a number one back, I think that'll be good. And then there's a couple of other options. I mean, I had some people on buys: Ridley, Samuel, Ingram. So, no, I think I got myself in a position that I like.
I wouldn't consider this a bye week for you, but it's pretty close. It would be pretty close.
Yeah.
Big win for Luth because like I don't know I got to look at his schedule. He's been like kind of a streaky. He's been a streaky team. 1 loss, 3 wins, 3 losses, and now 2 wins. He plays me next week. Again, all horny matchup. But yeah, it didn't look like his team was producing very, very well, but I think they're starting to turn things around. Jahmyr Gibbs coming back into the lineup is going to be nice. I think Kyler Murray actually coming back is going to be really good too. Kyler Murray might not be the best, but he throws up fantasy numbers.
He does throw up fantasy numbers.
So, you got anything else on this?
That's about it.
Matchup of the week for sure, by far. College Porn HD beats Taco Dell 118.74 to 114.58. Mustachio Bashio versus Caleb Pressley. James got lucky. Young Wei-Koo is an animal. As an absolute fucking animal.
He might be his MVP of the team.
He really, for real. I mean, like Joe Mixon and Stephon Diggs, obviously, but like Young Wei-Koo has been
outperforming a lot of position players, like wide receivers and running backs.
Yeah,
it's been nice.
That's how like Justin Tucker used to be for like 5 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, maybe. Just with the way his running backs are, maybe just
play Tyler Algier from here on out. They don't want to use fucking Bijan Robinson.
No, it's a split. Surprisingly, a split running back rotation.
That makes no sense. So
James needs to just ride with it. We talked to him about Darren Waller.
He was busy. He meant to change it, but
he got tickets to the Saints game. I've talked to him about it since. He'll get that
situated.
Definitely should have had Dalton Schultz in there, but it obviously didn't matter.
Yeah, he still pulled off the win.
I'm gonna say this: Luke needs
Justin Jefferson back immediately,
ASAP.
Like he needs him back now. He has had a little bit. He's 2-4 in the last 6. So he had that 3-game win streak, then lost 2, then won 2, then lost 2. So if history repeats itself, he should be about to go on a 2-game winning streak. Which, if you look at the next 2 teams, he could definitely do that.
Yeah,
he could definitely do that. He's got Pollard Greens next, and then wrecking Havoc after that. So he definitely could. Mahomes has been kind of meh. And keep playing Hawkinson because he's going to eat. You got that young quarterback, inexperienced quarterback, relies on tight ends, them dump passes.
Joshua Dobbs is still getting the actual play call from the coach the entire time.
Yes.
Like, hey, this is a halfback draw instead of the actual name of it.
Right.
Code name.
How halfback draw.
This is a tight end slant route.
So
throw it to your tight end.
Yeah. Is Puka Nacua done?
Yeah, I think he might be done.
Is his Cinderella story done?
Nice.
Strike midnight.
Yeah, it struck midnight. I think this isn't because Puka Nacua is not good or he's running out of gas. I think it's just because the Rams suck and everybody knows they suck now, and so they're playing like it.
Well, they didn't play Matthew Stafford last game, huh? Or at least he got knocked out, right?
He got hurt, yeah. I mean, he's got a thumb injury, so like it makes sense. But like, just the Rams in general just aren't good. They're just not a very good team. They're actually one of the.
They sold out for the Super Bowl.
They did. They're actually one of the youngest teams now. They just can't because they can't afford anybody. But, no. Hey, you got your Super Bowl, man. You got your fucking Super Bowl. So good for y'all. But yeah,
you got anything else on this one?
That's about it.
All right. Mustachio Bashio beats loses to Caleb Pressley 94.1 to 102.34. Last one. My team sucks versus Pollard Greens. Come on, Biggs. Be a little more positive. Let's go. Come on.
I know. Like, look, I get your frustrations, but at least be clever with it. Last year, I said my team suck-ups.
Suck-ups, yes.
And it was because of, I even got the kicker Ryan Suck-up on my team.
So that you can say it. Yeah. Which is good. That's clever. It's nice. Biggs, here's what you do. I've been in this position many times before.
You're in it now.
I'm in it now. Just start trying to fuck up everybody's week. Fuck it up. And if you really want to try and recoup some of that money you're about to lose, do some side bets. Do some weekly side bets, and that way you can try and recoup a little bit of the money. Because nobody's going to expect you to win. But if you do like, hey, my tight end's going to score more than your tight end, or the total wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 is going to beat the total of your wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, do some maybe just do a couple of side bets.
Side bets action. But just put it on Discord.
Put it on Discord. Yeah, we all want to see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't be selfish.
This is a good win for Matt. It seemed like his team was trending in the wrong direction. It doesn't seem like that anymore. It doesn't seem like he's slipping anymore. It seems like he's trending upward. Like his team is going in the right direction right now. This is
it's big.
He's 5-4, right in the thick of things. That's kind of where you want to be. I mean, like obviously you want to be 6-3, but like
next best thing.
5-4, you're good. You're fucking solid. Let's see. That Browns defense though. That Browns defense is
really good.
Browns defense and Joe Burrow is going to cook. Look, I'm going to be a big man here. And I always admit when I'm wrong. So, Matthew, I was wrong about Deontay Johnson. And if you want to go ahead and send me a trade for him like you did the last time, I will reconsider it. Hey, look, I'm admitting it fully, okay? I was wrong. And George Pickens is pissed off about it, okay? So, there you go. I don't know what else to say. I'm not good at these things.
He's got to be really happy about Deontay Johnson putting up some solid weeks for him. That's the best fan. That's what really gets fantasy owners off is whenever they have a player from their favorite team that goes off for their fantasy and helps them win their fantasy team. That's the biggest high you can get.
It's a dream. It was like Alvin Kamara in 2018.
The endorphin rush is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, it was every time I would draft Drew Brees in the third or fourth round every year, so I can have him because he was going to get 300 yards and 2 touchdowns every single week.
Every week,
it was awesome.
It was great. How about Tajay Spears
scoring 4.20 points? Smoker, 420.
420.
420.
Ah, nice. I see what you did there.
420 points. Yeah. So did Christian Watson. He's a big 420 guy. I don't even think Matt smokes.
He did put his ideal lineup in. So everybody that was on the bench scored less than everybody in the starting lineup.
That doesn't happen too often now.
No.
And it's a good feeling. It's like, yeah, I did that. I did that. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
We really don't know what we're doing, but it's nice to feel like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
It's fun.
Biggs with the depressing nicknames for his.
I was just about to say that.
Barkley, don't do future IR, dude.
It's kind of funny though.
It is funny, but don't wish that upon him.
Yeah. Raheem Mostert, I guess, kind of actually sucks. Adam Thielen's an OG. DK Metcalf, yes, he has been a disappointment. I will admit that. Travis Kelce is a Swiftie.
I feel bad for I'd feel bad for Biggs because that trade that he had with Luther was actually a very good trade. I mean, on both sides. And I think we favored Biggs, didn't we?
I think so.
For getting Kelsey.
No, we absolutely did.
And basically he enjoyed one good week, and the other ones have been shit.
Yep.
Well, they weren't in Kansas City. So Taylor Swift wasn't there.
Mattinson blows, apparently. Odell Beckham's old as fuck, and Curtis Samuel is no hope.
He's off the roster.
He's no hope.
So, yeah, there you go.
Again, Biggs, you and I, we have the same record. We're not out of it. Somehow, we're still statistically in it. And, yeah, Matt Wilson, I think your team's on the right track, brother. I think you're doing well. I think I did give you a lot of shit, and I talked shit about your team. But it was warranted. Like, you weren't playing, you were slipping. You weren't going in a good direction. You still have the lowest week total of any team this year, including me. Like, so, But again, I think we've made a lot of progress here. I think I have admitted things to you that you needed to hear, and I've apologized. Okay, so there we go. We shall move on, and we'll trade, maybe, possibly.
We don't have a trade deadline in this league, huh?
We do. It's week 12.
Ah, cool.
So.
Anything else on this one?
That's about it.
All right. My team obviously loses to Pollard Greens, 96.10 to 117.92. All right, let's get to I don't even think we can call this segment overpaid, underpaid anymore. It's just a waiver wire now.
It's just, yeah.
I don't Christian Kirk, somebody's Jay Luthbro grabbing Christian Kirk. Oh damn! Biggs went all out for Noah Brown.
I think that was an overpay.
It was an overpay, yeah, for sure.
I think he's the third wide receiver on that team.
Also, I think it's funny. I think that's pretty much what Biggs had left.
Oh, that was everything he had left?
I think that was everything Biggs had left.
You want to go check?
I am. Yeah, that he doesn't have any more money. That was everything. That was everything he had left. So, I see why he did that. Still an overpay. Taj Boyd, 105. I don't mind it. I actually don't think it's an overpay just because I think Burrow's going to be spreading the ball out now.
He's on his roll. That calf is not hurting him anymore.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I think that's an underpay. Maybe a little bit of an overpay.
I think it's a little bit overpay.
Did he do the same thing and just spend the rest of his money? No, he still has money left. Okay, so there's a little bit of an overpay.
But he did a classic, do a bunch of people on the waiver wire. So, basically.
Oh yeah, he made some moves.
Yeah, so he tried to get Josh Dobbs, but had too many people on the roster.
Oh, that's classic Jerv.
Classic Jerv.
Yeah, that's
every time.
So yeah, overpay. Miles Sanders, nice, I guess. Oh, he needs running backs, so.
And that's technically a starting running back.
It is a starting running back, but Carolina is so bad that it's like you'd almost rather a second string on another team.
Yeah, I mean Chuba Hubbard Chuba Hubbard is actually taking the lead carries on a lot of that. That's why I have him. So. But still, Miles Sanders, actually not bad.
It was a good pickup.
Yeah.
Josh Dobbs, you never know. I think that's just insurance for Huff. I think Huff just wanted him so that nobody else could have him because it's chess, not checkers, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I think that's the only explanation.
Huff doesn't really even need him. It's a luxury.
I know. That's why I think he just got him because so that nobody else can get him. Fuck you, Huff. Anyways, We talked about Christian Kirk. Great pickup for Luth, I think.
I mean, that has to be underpaid.
Yeah, it absolutely is. But he doesn't have any money, so that's why he had to do that. Actually, there's a lot of people that don't have money. Who is this? Keaton Mitchell?
Keaton Mitchell. I mean, that's technically an underpay. He could have some upside.
It's Gus Edwards right now, but like I guess if the way the league's been going, Gus could roll an ankle and be out.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, he had 9 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown. Like, he shows some explosiveness if that warrants and gets the coach's attention.
Yeah,
like he could insert himself in the rotation.
True that. And then last but not least, Jonnu Smith. I think he had a good week this past week. Yeah,
he had that huge screenplay for a touchdown. Like he looked like an absolute running back or wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Jonnu Smith he was good at the Patriots. He's just a nice big guy.
Yeah, he was good at the Titans too.
Yep. All right, is that it? Yeah, it's no longer overpaid, underpaid. It's just a waiver wire. That's it. It's not as exciting anymore.
It's like steals, people that you didn't know was actually on the waiver wire.
Alex Huff put Terry McLaurin on the trade block 6 days ago. Actually, never mind. Anyways,
so if you would like to trade with Alex Huff, since I gave him Scary Terry earlier.
Yep. You got anything else?
That's about it.
All right, let's go to projections. Let's start with Wrecking Havoc versus College Porn HD, the horniest matchup this week.
The horniest matchup.
The horniest matchup. I just can see I'm obviously I'm gonna get a kick here, but I just can see my team going off for a shit ton of points. But then again, I can also I'm just used to them sucking, so I'm gonna have to go.
But they haven't.
Huh? I know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't really like your tight end situation.
Njoku's had double digits the last 2 weeks, so
Oh, is that what you're gonna start?
That probably.
Okay.
McBride, that was a fluke.
Was that a bye week, or was it just a 1 week?
No, it was a one. He had a great week against Baltimore, and that's it.
And you were gonna ride that.
I was gonna try and ride it, but then Josh Dobbs got traded, so.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Luther.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a safe bet on Luther.
I'm gonna get fucked. How about that?
Unless you wreck Havoc.
How's that for horny?
You come in like a wrecking ball.
I come in like a wrecking ball.
Good gosh.
Nice. All right, you haven't seen Crazy XD versus My Team Sucks. Biggs, change your name. Come on, dude. Again, like Joe said, pick up Ryan's suck up so you can at least be creative.
You can at least be My Team Suck Ups.
Yes. I'm gonna pick Chris. Chris needs a dub. Obviously, Biggs really needs a dub, but I don't know. Like we said, DK Metcalf has been underperforming. Madison blows. Barkley's if he gets hurt, if Barkley gets hurt, we gotta put Biggs in timeout or something.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pick Biggs.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna pick Biggs too. Because he's not gonna. Chris isn't gonna start half of his team.
He's not going to start a kicker. And I think if Chris starts a kicker, I think he wins this matchup. If he doesn't, I think he loses.
Well, I guess we'll see. Because it sucks because Biggs has Kelsey and Mostert on the bench.
Still,
I'm gonna stay with Chris. I'm gonna stay with Chris, and you got Biggs.
I got Biggs.
Okay. Let's go to Bruise Brothers versus Detroit the Goat Lions. I'm going with Detroit the Goat Lions. Yeah, I'm a ride Bobby.
Bobby's on a 3-game winning streak right now.
Yep, he's on
Bruise
fire.
Brothers is on a 2-game losing streak right now.
I'm riding Bobby.
But I think he gets back his bye players. I think Bruise Brothers.
Bruise Brothers
For me.
Okay. Let's see. Mustachio Bashio versus Pollard Greens. Mahomes is on a bye. Puka is on a bye.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do with Mahomes.
Yeah,
situation.
I'm going with Pollard Greens again. Like I said during his matchup, I think he's trending upwards. I'm going to go with Pollard Greens.
Yeah, these buys probably a little too much to overcome. I don't know what he's going to do unless he can.
Which sucks because Luke really needs a win.
He really needs a win, big time.
Yeah.
I mean, both do. They're all both 5-4. Yeah, give me Pollard Greens.
All right. Boardman versus Caleb Pressley. I think this is going to be a good one. I think this is going to be a pretty good matchup. Because if you look at it up and down, they're kind of very similar. This is a toss-up for me. Here. Tails is Jerv. Heads is James. Tails is Jerv. I'm picking Jerv.
Picking Jerv. Okay. Riding with Geno Smith there. And he might go with Trevor Lawrence. I'd be a little bit better with Carr or Purdy.
Not
against
Purdy.
those.
Purdy.
Not Purdy, because Jacksonville's actually been playing some good defense as of late. Derek Carr, Minnesota's defense is not that great. I'd probably go with that.
Our offense is terrible.
But he still put up like at least decent points. I mean, 20 points in the last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been improving. So I'm just gonna have to go with give me Caleb Pressley.
Oh, okay, nice
for the upset.
Taco Dell versus Magnus Carlsen. I'm sorry, bud. I'm just never gonna. I don't know. This is close.
I still have to switch some. No, actually, I did switch everything around. I still have to look and see about some of the matchups. I'm going double tight end, 12-man personnel.
12-man. I love it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pick you. I like the 12-man personnel.
Yeah.
I'm going with you. Fuck Huff.
Yeah, I got a waiver on the kicker, so that's not going to be my kicker. But
right. Well, I'd hope he wouldn't be.
Yeah, I'm going with me. I'm betting on myself.
Fuck yeah, let's go, baby. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. All right.
He's gonna put Josh Dobbs against the New Orleans Saints. Get out of here.
Fuck off. All right. You got anything else?
That's about it.
All right. We're looking forward to Week 10. We'll see y'all next week. Love y'all.
Later.